Well, I don't think any of these are worth keeping. Actually, no, burn down is okay, right?
Can this wait?
So we're gonna go ahead and toss these things. And there we are. I heard some humans have been playing questless Flamewaker Mage. Vaguely interested in that. Let's see if I can make it this whole stream without misordering my Sorcerer's Apprentice. That's what I'd like to do. That's my goal. To not once misorder my Sorcerer's Apprentice like a complete potato. This is much closer to the style of Quest Mage that I used to really love. It's not quite as wiggity walk, and you know, like elemental evocation plus monocyclone, like not having that is a big sad, I guess, but like, you know, could be worse. Do I just go off with 2 of these? I think so. Will I be trying new arena on stream? Should I? I was having fun with it off stream. I could just play it. I think I'm going to do this. Maybe not. I probably should have just gone in this turn. I was thinking like, you know, I do have one more turn to burn, and I could wait for a Sorcerer's Apprentice. Oh, well, that's a problem. Alright, I'm gonna assume that's targeting minion. Oh, it wasn't. That's crazy. I guess I could have tossed the freezing potion just to test. I think that's what a good player would have done. So now all of my whatchacolumns are on the bottom of the deck, which is not good. Maybe that was like a huge throw, actually. And I promptly forgot about the Okani. It's off to a great start, chat. I think we're doing great. I'll take that one. Coldstone, thank you so much for the 60 months, my friend. How are you? How are you doing? Why Zephyr without a Highlander deck? The reason Zephyr without a Highlander deck is because it seemed really funny to me. No, the reason is if you draw enough of your deck, you no longer care that your deck is isn't Highlander. I don't know, I'm pretty unhappy with my Finley play from earlier. We might burn Zeph here. Yeah, I think I just lose. Alright, this is my rusty game. At least I didn't misorder my apprentices. Not 100% dead. Why she only recognized it? Oh, Robert Tusk, I'm so sorry. I'm still getting used to the new UI for this. So it's like this. So it doesn't pop out in the same way. Robert Tusk, thank you so much for the 21 months. I really appreciate it. Did I forget anyone else? Doesn't look like it. But yeah, I appreciate it, Robert Tusk. Huh. How do I feel about everything that just happened? Pretty bad, I guess. That was a good top deck.
I'm ready to be just like you. My favorite. I could nom these all day. I could nom these all day.
Chat, did you know she could nom these all day? I can't believe I'm still gonna win this game, by the way. This is crazy. I thought like this was gonna be my rust-free, or my like shake the rust off spaghetti game, but apparently this is a win the video game game.
My favorite.
That's pretty good. Except that, like, do I have the damage? Oh, Zephyrus, of course we have the damage. Alright, sick. Well, this is really funny, chat. Like, I don't know. How do we win this game? This is why, you know, to answer that chatter's question, this is why you run Zephyrus, even though you're not Highlander. Hilarious. Magister's Apprentice. Marshy's most deserved win. It's true. It's true. It's true. Looked like a flower to me. It took me a second to remember that it's a candle. Hi, Martian. Did you already try the new arena mode? If so, how do you like it? I did try it, and it's like night and day to me. It's like it went from like before I would say it's unplayable, and now it's like, you know, it's really fun. Are you guys all playing arena? Should I play arena? I think I'm mid-run. But like, I'm unlikely to stream again anytime soon, so like, if I'm gonna do arena, it should probably be today. Well, having these two together is nice. Wish I hadn't wasted this thing, I guess. Would love to see me play arena. Why do you have Zephyrus in your deck when you have so many duplicates? Nobody knows. I can't tell if you're memeing or not. Did you like just show up into the chat? Because we were just talking about it. It's like long enough. It's been long enough since we were discussing it that like I feel like you can't be memeing at me, but like not so long that I feel like you can't be memeing at me. If that makes any sense. Chat, did I make a mistake? I think I did. I think I made a terrible mistake. Thank goodness. All right. Oh my goodness. How does he stay so good at this game? Hold on.
Pretend that didn't happen. Pretend that didn't happen. Clock is ticking.
Oh, Chad, I actually pulled off a good turn. Look at that. Are you proud of me? Look how solid that turn was. Yes, the idea is we draw our whole deck. We literally just won with it, was the thing. Yeah, it's there because you draw your whole deck and then, you know, it's active. And that's going to be true whenever you ask that question for any deck that has a Zephyrs in it, but it's not Highlander. That's always going to be the answer. The answer is going to be you drew the whole deck, and like the deck draws the whole deck so often that it's worth it to run it just because you know it's going to be active on the finishing turn. I'm going to try Arena for the Shaman portrait. I've been working on it off stream. Should I do it on stream? Everyone keeps asking me about it. Is that all anybody cares about right now? It was a fabulous turn. Thank you, thank you. Oh no, we just win. Chat, we just win. That's so weird. So weird, chat.
I'm ready to be just like you.
Zephy's active. We don't need him this time. Is Playhouse Giant better in this deck because you're drawing so many cards?
I see you've brought guests.
So let's see. You start off with 3 or 4 cards in your hand. That doesn't count as drawing. So that leaves you with 26, 27 cards left in your deck. You would need to draw 20. So you need to get down to 6 or 7 cards left in deck for the things to be free. I don't think that's better. Like sometimes these are free, like with 15 cards left in your deck. What's my opinion on the new Shaman quest? It's easily one of the quests I've ever seen. I'll say that. I'll say that for sure. I guess I maybe should have greeted that out a bit. We have so much like other draw in the deck that I feel like waiting for the smoldering to fully vest is like bait. But you know, sometimes you get punished. Why would they pick spell? The last shaman I encountered picked spell too. It's interesting. So should have killed that one. I don't think it matters either way. I would have always countered a minion here, but I don't know. I feel like Wild Hearthstone's great tutors have all stopped streaming. I think like KVLT is kind of filling that role lately, right? But like the Corbett, you know, doesn't stream anymore. Otters doesn't stream anymore. So like the people that I think used to be like the instructional streamers, don't really stream anymore. So like a lot of people just I think don't really have the information, I guess, is the point I'm going for. All right. We'll see if I regret this.
I'm ready to be just like you.
Look at me go, chat. Look at me doing it in the right order.
I'm ready to be just like you.
Ba, 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 ba.
My favorite. I could nom these all day. My favorite. I could nom these. Pretend that didn't happen.
Okay.
I could nom these all day.
Chad, I need more stuff. Did I somehow run out of stuff I could do? How am I like so behind on this? How do I have nothing? Chat, that's so strange. That's hilarious. I ran out of like ways to get through my quests. I think like, did I just draw? I drew stargazing in the wrong order maybe? It's weird. Why did I burn both conjurers there? I was not thinking. I was, you know, like I was trying to play, and my conjurers were quest progression. I didn't have a lot of quest progression options. They never have Zephyr. Zephyrus would be a disaster. That's true. That is quite true. I'm shocked that like I whiffed on this. Like I drew my whole deck and I couldn't complete it. Never really thought about that before. Looks like we're still gonna win though.
Armor, armor, lightly used armor. Armor, armor, lightly used armor. My cards are low. Teach me.
This is my suggestion.
Huh. That was an interesting win. Interesting game. How on earth did I end this game unable to complete the quest? I drew the whole deck and I was unable to complete the quest. That's hilarious. All right, this hand's off to a good start, I guess. Off to a good start, I guess. I think to solve this, I could run Deck of Lunacy. I could probably run Deck of Lunacy. That's true. I should put Deck of Lunacy in this deck. It would be lunacy not to run Deck of Lunacy. Get it, chat? Get it? I don't get it. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
My favorite.
But it's kind of unlucky draws, like drawing both Conjurer's Biscuits raw instead of off Stargazing. More like Deck of Boonacy? True. What's my opponent up to over there? What are they doing?
Someday I'll be just like you.
Someday I'll be just like you!
All day.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Chat, I think I might have wasted my apprentice here. But on the bright side, it's just this apprentice and not the other one. Main deck Infinitize. I was thinking about that. Like, it's kind of. My opponent must have a spell to just play, or a quest to just play arcane spells, right? Like if they're gonna do this. Like, Infinitize the Maxitude was such a good card for that deck, and it is not getting played right now. Well, I'm not looking forward to the objection. I'm not looking forward to the ice block. Hopefully they don't decide to spend 3 mana on that this turn. Boo always beats Spaghetti Mage? Alright, sick. Well, you know, like, it's a play arcane spells deck. Maybe it's counterspell. Not this time. Not even objection. What is going on over there, chat? It must be ice block, right? Well, I'll miss you, Sorcerer's Apprentice. This was discovered by way of this, right? Yeah. So I don't have to play it now. What if he kills both your giants there? Well, then I lose.
An incredible discovery.
Can I get my quest off this turn is the real question.
Ah, my favorite. I could nom these all day. Pretend that didn't happen.
This is rewind, so it does not help me.
Pretend that
There we go, perfect.
I could nom these all day. Clock is ticking.
Well, doesn't matter as long as I play this, so. Hey, Guapo. Yay! My buddy has to get it, like their condo has termites. So they're getting exterminated. So he said he's homeless today. Mega Poison would one-shot your hero, like 1 card from the inventory. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the question was, do we think that they would do mega keywords for other things since they have Mega Wind Fury? And at first I scoffed at it, but like, nah, you could do it. So like, you could name, you could name Reborn with full health, Mega Reborn. You could have Mega Lifesteal be you heal twice. You could, do stuff like that, I guess. I still don't think they will. I don't think that's likely, but you never know. Your buddy should just breathe through a long hose and it'll be fine while his condo's tented. Yeah, for sure. What if I go in? The thing is, if I don't draw the second apprentice, it's bad, right? So I guess I won't. I don't know. Whatever my opponent's doing is stressing me out. Cool. Well, next turn. It's a shame we have to overdraw. I guess I could have tossed one of these, but I really didn't want to. Mega Divine Shield equals 3 lives. They already have the legendary in the code.
Oh no.
Oh wow, what a fantastic overdraw, I guess.
My favorite.
Ba 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 ba.
Pretend that didn't happen.
Sure.
Pretend that didn't happen. Pretend that didn't happen.
Ba 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 ba.
My favorite. I could nom these all day.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're fine, right? Well, easy peasy lemon squeezy, as they say. Beep. Boop. Are you crazy unlucky with Conjurer, or they fixed it back to Summon Giants only? They fixed it back to Summon Giants only, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Oh, more Paladin. Looking forward to it. I don't care if they play a secret on one. I'm still ripping the quest. I'm not, like, if it ends up being Oh My Yog, I don't, like, want to play this out regardless. Just gonna concede and go for a more fun game. Don't want to deal with it. Not gonna waste my coin. Do it. I want you to do it. I want you to do it. I'm sick of you, you stupid paladin, you big butt cheese. Thank you. Alright. Marshy, can you please address the rumors that you are 7 feet tall and 400 pounds of ripped muscle? I cannot confirm or deny those rumors because they're so unsubstantiated. The game is the most fun when the opponent is not playing cards. True. True. You love it when your opponent doesn't play cards. So, it's time for this story, I guess. Yesterday I was at, like, I go to, this local, like, collectibles convention near me. Pretty often nowadays, and, like, I'm getting it in while I can, I guess. Cause soon enough I won't be able to go at all anymore. But, guess I'll just chill with that for the time being. 9, boop, boop, okay. While I was there, okay, so back, let's see, this would have probably been 2010, something like that. I had, before that, I had the 5 pieces of Exodia from Yu-Gi-Oh! For those of you who have heard of Exodia from Hearthstone, but don't know that its origins, there's a win condition in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where if you get the head and the 4 appendages of Exodia all in your hand at the same time, you just win. I think that's a very funny deck, so, like, I've always liked it. So I had that IRL back in the day, and at some point I mismanaged my collection to the point where I had lost it. I'd lost 4 pieces of it. And so I basically decided I wasn't going to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore for unrelated reasons. And ooh, next turn. For unrelated reasons, and so some kids down the block were getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! So I just gave them a bunch of my cards, and including my one of my 5 pieces of Exodia, because I figured I'd somehow lost the other 4. So I misplaced 4 of them, I gave away the 5th piece, and then so ever since then, I've only had 4 pieces. It turned out I didn't lose them, they were just somewhere I wasn't looking. And I've just been sitting on that for, like, how long has it been since 2010? It's been 15 years? So, like, about 15 years I've had, like, 4 out of 5 pieces of Exodia. And while I was there, it just kind of occurred to me, hey, let me go over to one of these Yu-Gi-Oh! Booths and see if they have it. And so I went over and I got my 5th piece of Exodia. And so on my way home, I was thinking, you know, like, it would be really cool to actually finish the deck, but I don't have anyone to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With. So I was like, why would I complete this? But then I thought, from Master Duel, when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Most recently, when Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out, when the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel program came out, I thought, I played it just a little bit to play the turn 1 Exodia deck. So, like, you can draw your whole deck, kind of like, you know, similar to this, but not quite exactly. You can draw your whole deck and then win in a turn.
My favorite. I could nom these all day.
How close am I? Pretty far off.
Pretend that didn't happen. I'm ready to be just like you.
Jeepers.
Pretend that didn't happen.
Yay.
My favorite. I could nom these all day.
Shit. Well, if I can play it fast enough. Ah, just barely not. I was too focused on my story. Anyways, so from Master Duel, I know that you can win with Exodia on the first turn with actually some consistency, depending on what your opponent has in their opening hand to stop you. And I was thinking, well, that deck you either win in one turn or you lose anyway, because if you don't win in the first turn, your opponent has done something to prevent you from being able to draw your deck anymore. So like, so I don't actually need an opponent for that. So I looked up online, and all the pieces for that Exodia deck are like dirt cheap. Like it's kind of it's one of those polarized decks. I bet that, like, you know, they end up not being good at competitive ranks, but they're just annoying to run into because you know, they don't really play the game. Like there's not really like an interchange between it. They just kind of like do their whole thing where they draw their deck and win with Exodia in a turn. So it's not good against competitive decks that have answers for that, but against like more casual ones where you're expecting to have a back and forth gameplay, it's probably annoying. Anyways, I don't play enough Yu-Gi-Oh to know for sure, but what I do know is that I don't need an opponent to enjoy that deck. I can like I can sit there and play it exactly like Solitaire. And the whole point of the game is just to win in one turn, and if I fail to, then I've lost. So I went ahead and ordered the rest of that. Should throw them off a cruise ship, it's only right. Really? With all that stuff in my hand, that's what you're gonna pick? Crazy. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do... This works, right? Yeah.
My favorite. I could nom these all day.
I hope that's enough damage. I didn't do any math. But yeah, it's like definitely enough damage. Right, we're fine. But yeah, this deck definitely reminds me of that. Like, I could, like, I don't need an opponent to enjoy that deck. We're just like, little puzzle, lethal puzzle, see if I can win on the one or not.